Food Hub success largely relies on every farmer working together to provide not only a high-quality product, but a safe product. Many produce buyers are going to require GAP or FSMA certifications, and these courses can be arranged through that certification provider. I do want to take a moment, though, to remind you of some of the most important aspects of food safety. The main way people get sick from produce is through fecal contamination. Fecal contamination most likely occurs in one of three ways: through workers, manure application or animals entering the field, and pre- or post-harvest water. Workers should all be trained on food safety, be provided restroom and washing facilities, and not handle produce if sick. Any manure application needs to be applied using the 90-120 day rule or be thoroughly composted at least 131 degrees. The 90-120 day rule states that any manure application needs to be applied 120 days before a crop like lettuce that is likely eaten raw and will come in contact with the ground, or 90 days before a crop like trellis tomatoes that are likely eaten raw but are not likely to come in contact with the ground. Domesticated animals should be prevented from entering the field or packing house. If droppings from wild animals are present, the contaminated produce should not be harvested, and effort should be made to prevent wild animals from entering the field in the future. Water is one of the most likely carriers of feces. Water from pond or streams is higher risk than city or well water and needs to be avoided altogether in the packing shed. Well and surface water should be tested for the presence of feces. In the field, consider reducing the amount of water coming into contact with your produce by switching from overhead to drip irrigation. In the packing shed, think about whether or not produce really needs to be washed, and if so, could single pass water be used instead of dunk tanks? In many cases, produce that has not been wet will actually last longer. The last thing we need to talk about is traceability. Produce buyers need the ability to trace a product back to a particular area of your farm. Labels must be filled out and put on every case so that you can accurately remember where and when a product was harvested. In conclusion, food safety not only is your responsibility, but every farmer that sells to the Food Hub, and is probably the single biggest threat to Food Hub success.